More people in New Zealand are getting tattooed, and society's attitude towards them is changing. Georgie Hanafin set out to investigate and joins us now. Georgie.
The days of little old ladies crossing the street to avoid heavily tattooed people may well be a thing of the past. It's now more acceptable for people like teachers and police officers to have visible tattoos on show in the workplace. And as a result, more people are more comfortable with their first tattoos being bigger, bolder and on display. Liam Dale is a Christchurch artist and co-owns B-List Clothing and Tattoo on Lincoln Road. He says tattoos have always been a lifestyle society hasn't been ready to learn about, but that's changing.
It's still frowned upon, like, to an extent. You know, if you get a face tattoo, you're always going to get looked at. It's just how it is. But I think a lot of people are a bit more intrigued these days rather than sort of disgusted.
Fellow artist Bob Powell says one major change in tattoo culture has been the loss of what used to be a rite of passage.
You had to have like your whole body done, before both your arms done before you get in your hands done, having body and chest done before you move up to the neck and then up to the fin. There was a natural progression to that kind of stuff before you're getting visible tattoos. Whereas now people run out and just get that straight away.
The British expat says Kiwis have a unique tattoo culture and is pleased to see a shift in perception.
Yeah, there's some differences and some similarities, but most of it comes down to the crux of there being like no cultural background to any of the tattoos in England. It's just artistic or appropriation of another culture, whereas here it's got its own solidly built culture around it.
Liam agrees.
People just thought you walk in and ask for a sleeve and it was drawn up like that, but I found it just sort of led to people not really respecting the process.
And while change is good, Liam says it's still important to get to know the people and their stories before judging.
There's still a sense of self in getting tattooed, and there's always going to be.
He says society should keep working towards acceptance and inclusion for his tattooed friends, because they're not going anywhere. Liam thinks reality shows like LA Inc. are responsible for bringing tattoo culture onto mainstream TV and into the mindset of its viewers. He also points out the cost of laser removal is getting more affordable, making it cheaper and easier to remove that tattoo if someone gets one and changes their mind.
Thanks, Georgie. There's a new crew in town